Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll go over some little-known facts about Grounded that I've just discovered randomly over almost 300 hours now. Before we get into that, though, thank you all so much for 100 subscribers. We're in triple digits now, officially. So, if you enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe. See if we can get to 200 before Grounded 2 comes out. Maybe even 300, not entirely sure. And leave a comment down below. I enjoy reading them. Now, I have a list here, because otherwise I would definitely forget. The first one is you're actually able to parry the spicy infusion DOT. It'll probably take me a while to find an infused creature with that infusion. So, I'll get back to you when I do find that. So, be back in a second. Okay, so I just decided to go fight the broodmother, because it's easier, and I got first try. Are you okay there, buddy? What is happening? Okay, buddy, focus on me, please. Okay, I'm gonna... That didn't trigger. There we go, okay. So, as you can see, I now have the burn DOT, which is the spicy infusion. And you're actually able to perfect parry this. Oh, I miss all of them. Gotta try again. Come on. I did go down to a lower New Game Plus, so I'm able to just do this in face tank. Apparently it decreases the chances of it actually proccing, which is annoying. Bruh. There it is. Okay, I hit one parry and a bunch of blocks. Okay. There we go, I parried it, so hopefully you saw that. You are able to parry the DOT, and if you have parry heal, it's just a bunch of free health if you actually get good at parrying it. I suck at it. There we go. Dude, I really suck at parrying that. It also applies stun to any creatures around you, so if you're struggling with enemies that have this infusion, keep that in mind. It's very useful. I'll be back once I deal with this lady. See you in a bit. I'm back. This next one, I need to wake up this guy. I'm glad I'm still in New Game 3, because New Game 7... infused creatures will just one-hit me. It's actually insane. Okay, so the wolf spider's really long 5-hit combo, the third hit is fake. And I'll show it in a second. Please do your combo. Okay, you're gonna do it. See that I didn't block the third one, and I was completely fine. You actually can't get hit by the third attack, which is useful. I think you can still parry it, but you can't get hit by it. You gonna do it again? You gonna do it again? Come on. Parry. Oh. Bruh! Come on. Okay, you gonna do it? You gonna do your combo? How many attacks have I parried in a row now? Come on, buddy. It's not wanting to do the combo attack. Come on. What? Oh, there we go. Missed one. Seriously, do it. Do your combo! I want to show it one more time. There we go. Parry, parry. No parry, parry. So, the third one is still... I'm pretty sure it's still parryable, but you can't get hit by it. It took way longer the second time than the first time. I'm gonna let you live, buddy. Oh! I was about to do it again. Then I got flippin' stunned. It's annoying. Ow. I'm just bullying this poor spider. Okay, I'm going home now, buddy. I'm letting you live. Be grateful for that. Okay, what's the next one? Aha! I gotta check the list, because I've got no idea what we're doing. This is kind of just a random one. Very random that you've probably noticed if you've made a bunch of different armor sets. There is no termite armor set. There is only the termite armor. There's no helmet or greaves, which is odd. The only other ones that have a single piece of armor are either boots or helmets, various different helmets. So, this is the only piece of armor that only has a chest plate, which I find quite interesting. And the next one's actually incredibly interesting, because it is useful for cheeses. If you've seen Key's videos recently of the infected broodmother cheese, then you already know this one. But the feather flat... Oh, come on. The feather flat roofs, these ones, are able to be built anywhere. Also, the quarter ones are able to be built anywhere. I have no clue why, but you're able to build these literally anywhere on the entire map. There's other places that aren't even boss areas. There's like inside the Brawny Boy bin, I'm pretty sure you're able to build these. A couple various of the caves around the map that you're not supposed to be able to build in, you're able to build these. No other anything lets you build like that. Not even the regular roofs, it's only the flat roofs. And only the feather flat roofs. Which is... Oh, that is not what I wanted to press. I am struggling. So, anything else you'll get the no land rights. That is the wrong button. You'll get the no land rights pop up. Except for the feather flat roofs, which are a hyper-specific building that I find very interesting. Hopefully I can get out here without angering anyone. Okay, we're good. And now the next one is also quite interesting, which I figured out very randomly. I'm going to go to bed first, because I don't want to do this in the dark. My thalassophobia is already going to be triggered by this one. Doing it in the dark will not help. Hey, you can see my deforestation project over there. So I'll also grab some swim speed food for more swim speed, I guess. This one, you can survive the koi fish. And now it's very specific. You need enough health to do it. I think you can only do it in a custom game, so you're able to go down remixed levels, so that Trudy does less damage than in higher levels, because her damage does scale with New Game Plus, along with everything else. But now that I have, like, 800 health... Trudy? Bruh. Trudy! Trudy! Eat me! Really? Really, Trudy? Okay, normally she just attacks me on sight. Apparently not today. I just find it interesting that it's not an insta-kill thing. It does a flat amount of damage that also scales with New Game Plus. So, if she can attack me... Trudy. Here we go. Look at that. It does a lot of damage. It's like 500 or something. Oh, I'm going to drown. Oh, I'm like right above. Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm still good. So, it does a lot of damage. I think it does like 500, maybe more. I need to actually double check how much health I have, and then figure out how many through the number of bars it does, or how much damage it does. So, higher New Game Pluses, it'll still one-shot you, because the enemy damage outscales your player health. So it's only possible to do in custom game, as far as I know. You might be able to do it like for a very brief window if you get every single Milk Bowler upgrade for health. I haven't tried it. I don't particularly want to. That'd take way too long. I really need to find a better way to set up these without having to jump between them until I can finally get out. This one kind of goes in the same sort of thing, with Trudy being just a flat amount of damage, not an insta-kill. Except, outlets are an insta-kill. Either that, or they also do a flat amount of damage that's also just a lot higher. So, I was in New Game 1 with, like, New Game 7 health. You can't survive, which is a little bit strange, but it's strange that Trudy just does damage, whereas outlets do an insta-kill, as far as I know. What's the next one? Okay, so this one's really specific, and I just noticed it, and I found it interesting, so I chucked it on the list. Buildings like the grinder that shoot out particles like this have collision with the player. So if you look, there's some bouncing off my face, which is a weird little interesting thing that I just figured out randomly. Thought I'd chuck it on there. Another interesting one is to do with item physics. And so, I'll grab these. If you ever want to build outside the map, make sure... Oh, I've got the hiccups. Hang on. That's unpleasant. Sorry about that. If you ever build a map outside... I'm struggling with English, I apologize. If you ever want to build a base outside the map, there we go, make sure you put all of your storage towards the inside of the map. I have it as close as I can to the inside of the map, so that if you accidentally drop something, you should be fine, like this. However, after a certain point, it loses collision. And it's like right here. Why did I do that? My button for throwing is R and picking up is E, and they're right next to each other on the keyboard, so I sometimes just accidentally throw stuff. And because of the no collision, I've accidentally yeeted weapons outside the map. I've yeeted a max weapon outside the map and had to reload, which is what I'm gonna have to do here. I'll see you in a second once I've reloaded and gotten back my axe. Okay, I'm back. I've my axe again. I think the autosave was when I slept, so right before I went to bully Trudy. What's the next one? Okay, I'm actually very excited for this one. This is, as far as I know, the highest possible move speed. So, you're gonna need Aphid Pet for running speed, Aphid Slippers for, I think it's 2 stacks of the quickness. Of course, the best mutation in the entire game, Natural Explorer, hands down best. You're gonna need a trinket with the quickness, an infused weapon with the quickness, and some candy cornlets. It might be possible to stack multiple of the same infusion on a single weapon or a single trinket, but I don't think I've ever found one. If you have and you know, please let me know down below, because you might be able to get even faster. But this is, as of now, the fastest I have ever seen move speed, which is, honestly, for most applications, too fast. So the difference between regular with this and then adding a candy cornlet is almost unnoticeable, but it is still technically a move speed increase. So if you ever want to become the Flash, this is, as far as I know, the closest you can get to that. I also don't think I have showed off the deforestation for a while. I have, for the most part, stopped doing this because I just got sick of cutting grass for like literal hours, but I cleared out this whole area. I exposed this entire log thing all the way to the swamplands, so very wide open area. Probably never going to use it for anything other than just running around, because I enjoy running around with insane speed. It's fun. And the next one actually is for infused weapons. So, if you see the purple glow and this trail as you swing them, this is actually a light source. It does give off light, and you can see it if you shove it up near something. You can see it is light, and when you swing, it gets a lot brighter briefly, and so you can create a light show. Woo, yeah. And the next one also goes into light sources. Yep. Okay, so for a weapon wall mount, I'm just going to build one away from here just to, so it's not light pollution. If you put a torch on a wall mount, it creates light as if someone was standing here holding it. So if you ever want a really, really bright light source without having to place a whole heap of lights around, although it does cause some weird visual glitches with flooring and stuff above and below it, chuck a Everchar torch. I think it does use durability. I've turned it off because I was sick of repairing armor like 3 times in a single fight, even though it's maxed. That is no joke. I did actually have to do that with an infused creature. So, if you ever need a lot of light source easily, any torch works. Everchar I think is the brightest, but it's a useful building tip that I almost never use because I just like the I like the proper light sources better. They don't glitch around as much. You can see there's still a little bit of visual errors with like underneath this platform being lit up, but it's pretty much okay. This next one is so incredibly specific. I don't know why I have, here we go. So, there's none here right now, but Nectar can spawn in the beehive. It's probably left over from when it was on the picnic table, but if you ever build up here, there is a chance you can find Nectar sitting in the beehive. I think that was like 12 unknown facts that I referenced. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I was correct. Counting simulator. Yay. Anyway, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. See if we can get 200, maybe even 300 before Grounded 2. I'll be making videos on Grounded 2 on release. If my PC can run it. It should be fine. I've had a look at the specs and everything. It won't be on max settings or anything like that. I apologize for, like, in advance, probably not having the best video quality from my PC, not technically being able to run it, but probably being able to run it with a few tweaks on, like, 30 frames. I run Grounded 1 on 30 frames on setting options display? Yeah, so high quality with, like, no depth of field or anything like that with 100 render scale. At 30 frames, probably more like 40 to 50, but I have it capped at 30, so I stop the jitters between. Sometimes it drops down to like 25, and so having between 25 and 45 would be jarring, whereas if it just stays at 30, it's more pleasant to play. So I should be able to play it on like really low settings relatively fine. I do apologize in advance. It won't look incredible, but I should still be able to play it and make videos of it. And I'll be getting it on launch day, so look forward to that. See if we can get to 300 subscribers. Leave a comment if you know of any more miscellaneous, unknown, random facts. I might make a follow-up video if there's enough of them. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya!